to 2017.
So you think they're gonna? You think Justice League's gonna pull a Star Wars?
What do you mean?
Like
take place prior to?
Yeah. Do every movie backwards?
I don't think so.
Do the whole timeline backwards?
I think Justice League is gonna start out, and they're all gonna be together because at the end of Batman v Superman, Bruce Wayne is like, "Hey, they're coming. They're sending an army. It's
that's the start of Justice League,
and it's gonna start out with finding out who Darkseid is." But what I'm also afraid of is that Justice League 1 is going to just be recruiting the team, and then at the end of Justice League 1, they revive Superman. And that's how the movie ends. And then Justice League 2 is fighting Darkseid. So it's like Justice League 2 is the one you want to see, but you got to see Justice League 1 to figure out where it's all going. And it's money, and that's totally right.
And you could be right because I mean you got to think like with Justice League 1 this year, we're probably gonna get Justice League 2 would be fall of next year. Then I'm assuming,
or if not a year later.
But
because
in that amount of time, we'd probably see a standalone Aquaman movie.
We do, yeah. They've already announced. They've already come out. And I wish I had the picture ready, but they have a schedule set for how they want to do everything. So it's going to be Justice League 1. Then we're getting a Flash movie and an Aquaman movie. Then Justice League 2.
So your theory makes sense.
So then, but the thing is, what I'm worried about is we're going to get introduced. We've already been introduced to Flash.
Yeah.
We have not yet been introduced to Aquaman officially, other than that one trailer.
Yeah.
But it's like Flash has already been in 2 DC movies. He was in Batman v Superman and he was in Suicide Squad. So we have seen the Flash. He does have his own TV show, totally different universe though.
Yeah.
So we've already seen him in 2 movies, and now like they're gonna introduce him in Justice League. He's gonna be a main character in Justice League. Then he gets his own standalone movie. That's kind of where it's really weird. Whereas what Marvel did and why it worked so well is you had Iron Man, so you got to know who he was. You could go into Iron Man not knowing who he was and learn about him and be ready for Avengers. Imagine if you saw Avengers without seeing Iron Man first.
Sure. Yeah.
You probably wouldn't care.
But
as much.
honestly, that all that starts is in the Incredible Hulk.
Totally agree, because it's the end of Incredible Hulk that all that happens. So it's like, and I get that, and the crossover is cool, but to have a moment pop up where it's Robert Downey Jr. and he's just like, "Hey, Colonel, I'm starting a team." Like that 3 seconds was awesome, and I feel like something they wanted to do with like the Flash, where he was in Suicide Squad, where they wanted to have that, but you knew that was Iron Man because Iron Man came out before Hulk, so you knew that was Iron Man, so that was a cool thing. But to have the Flash, the only introduction to Flash that we had before Suicide Squad was the little part in Batman v Superman, where like nobody even knew it was a Flash in the showing that I went to at midnight. People were thinking like, "Oh, was that the Flash? Was that who that was supposed to be?" And then I ended up looking up later. I'm like, "Okay, cool, it was the Flash."
Yeah.
Like, running through the Speed Force, whatever this whole comic book thing. Cool, that was him. But like, we didn't really get an introduction to him. Same thing and then in Suicide Squad, where he pops up to fight Captain Cold, and there's the Flash there, and it's like, why? Why is the Flash here? Like, I don't know who this character is yet. Like, this is not a cheer-worthy moment. Iron Man at the end of Hulk, that's a cheer-worthy moment because I already know Iron Man. I love him. He's awesome. He's cool.
Yeah.
Flash, you're trying to have this moment before anybody even cares about him, before anybody even knows him. You're going to have that same moment in Justice League when you still don't know about him. Is Justice League going to be the origin story of Flash and of Aquaman? I sure to God hope not. Because that's going to suck. We have to get the 2 introduction stories for these characters and revive Superman and figure out who Darkseid is and figure out what's going on with all these other things.
It could be like 6 hours.
And it could be like 3 hours.
It's going to be like Godfather.
Gods in general.
I think that could be cool though, because I'm probably in the minority, but I don't really think like the Avengers and big like throwing all the superheroes together works as a movie.
Oh, see, I think it does.
Some kind of like character development in it, and all it is just a big weird like plot.
But that's the point. Is the
and
character
them all making bad jokes the entire movie.
Yep. But the character development comes in the standalone films. That's why we had Iron Man 1. We had Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
So we had both of those. We had Captain America 1. We had the Incredible Hulk, and we had Thor 1. All before Avengers came out. That's 5 movies we had introducing the characters before the crossover happened. DC is doing a little backwards where they're doing the crossover and then they're giving us the backstory about the characters first. Which
I don't really mind it.
Here's the thing, though.
I'm iffy on it. I need to see Justice League first to make my final decision.
Here's the thing, though. If they do that, then they've already failed with Justice League.
What do you mean if they do
like
that?
if they do the origin story of Aquaman, if they do the origin story
in that movie.
Yes, totally. If that's what Justice League is,
it's gonna
then
suck.
they have shot themselves in the foot with what they started with Wonder Woman.
100% agree.
Yeah. Yep. And that's going to take back everything that they did.
Yep.
And it's going to kill the momentum, and no one's going to care about DC again.
I have faith in Nolan North. You can pull it together.
But that's why I think Justice League could have been held off. I think for Batman,
Justice League
worked.
should be next year.
It should be, and
Yeah.
we should get Flash this fall.
Yeah.
We should get Aquaman
In
next
the spring.
spring,
Yep.
and then Justice League that summer or that fall or whatever they want to do.
And then Injustice 3.
Have they done
I'd love it.
Cyborg yet? Is Cyborg been
No,
in
Cyborg's
anything?
2020.
Yeah, that's
Cyborg
coming,
and
though.
Green
Yeah,
Lantern
that's
are
coming.
2020.
So he's probably not going to be.
But Cyborg is in Justice League also.
Yeah.
That's
Justice
Right, but I
League
thought
is
it was a
Cyborg?
different universe. I thought that was a different timeline. No?
No, just
So
Cyborg
Justice
is
League is going to be
League.
Cyborg, Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, and Superman, kind of,
Maybe.
but he's dead. But
Whoa,
he's the
spoilers,
seven.
I didn't see it yet.
If you didn't see Batman and Superman, sorry, the movie's like 3 years
Yeah,
old.
don't watch it.
So that's the seven members.
Yeah.
Later in, you throw in Shazam, who's getting his own standalone movie with The Rock as the bad guy in that, which will be cool. You get Green Lantern, which doesn't come out until 2020. Green Lantern's coming out, which is like, of course, that's gonna be the last one they do to kind of give as much space in between the Ryan Reynolds one as they can. But it's like, this is so much so fast, and it's like Batman, it worked. It worked having Batman's origin story in Batman v Superman because there's literally been 8 other times where we've seen Batman's origin story. You know what I mean? We had Nolan North do it.
My boy.
We had
Nathan Drake.
exactly. We had it with the
Daniel.
Michael Keaton one. You know, like the Tim Burton movies. We had it there. We've had it in TV shows. We've had it in the comic books. We've had it in old Adam West TV shows. We have seen Bruce Wayne's parents die so many
Arkham
times.
VR, the first thing you put on the
In
headset.
the video games. Exactly. This thing, and then the
You
dude
know?
leans in. Dude, that was so real. That felt crazy. But it's
I
like
know.
that. We've seen that happen so many times. I don't need it again in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I'm starting
which
to think
it
they're
was
my
in there.
parents.
Yeah, I know,
Good.
right? And so it
Not
wasn't
good.
Batman v Superman, but they literally spent 5 minutes on it in that movie. And it's like, cool, there's the origin of Batman. We spent 5 minutes on it. You get it.
Yeah.
Flash, not as well known of a
What if
character.
Justice
you've had like
Hey,
20 years
can
of
you tell
Batman
me how
story.
Flash got his powers?
Yes.
Spider bite.
There you go. Can anybody tell me how
Yes.
Flash got his powers?
He was
How'd
run
he get
over by
him?
a
How'd he get
bus going top speed.
No, it's from a lightning bolt
Isn't
from the Reverse Flash.
Okay. That's one of them, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Exactly, that's what I was getting at.
Isn't
I'm
one
like,
of
but
them-
that is one of
isn't
them.
one
That's
of them he's
legit.
like running on a treadmill?
What?
Isn't
Yeah,
there
he's-
one where he's like running on a treadmill and something?
Yeah, there are like a bunch of weird ones. The big one
Yeah.
though that is accepted is the lightning bolt.
Right.
Which is like that.
That's
and
why
he's
I went
in
to
the-
that one.
Exactly. So he's in the lightning bolt, it's surrounded by the chemicals. The chemicals are what give him his powers, help him go into the Speed Force. The Speed Force is this whole thing that they're going to have to explain in the Flash movie, and that's like the source of his powers is this thing called the Speed Force, and that's where all the speedsters get their power from. And then Aquaman. Can you tell me anything about Aquaman?
Nope.
Can
and
you?
I love Aquaman too.
Yeah. Can
And
anybody
it-
tell me anything about
it
Aquaman?
angers
Who
me
are
'cause I don't
Aquaman's
know
parents?
anybody.
Aquaman's lame. I don't know.
I can tell you the bad guy,
The
but
god of
Sure,
the god of
exactly.
Fish
Atlantis.
fillet.
and like his
I don't know,
sidekick, I
actually.
can tell
I
you
don't
his
either.
sidekick.
King
Right,
Trident
exactly.
from
That's
the-
Well, he
what-
is in
but it's
Injustice
like-
too.
Yeah, but like he's
Yeah.
half. So there you go, and that's what you get from Aquaman is like, yeah, he's
Is
half
Ursula
and half.
his father?
No, almost so.
Nemo.
Yeah, it is Nemo. Yeah, it's Nemo. Nemo is his father.
Wait, what's the turtle's name in Nemo? Crush.
Crush.
Oh my
but
God.
so it's
That's his
like
stepbrother.
you have Aquaman, it's like you have to figure out who Aquaman is and explain that. Cyborg, can anybody tell me Cyborg's origin story? Maybe it's on the tip of your
all
tongue.
these
Maybe.
and more in Justice League. Don't worry.
And that's what I'm saying, and I hope to God not. Because that's my whole point, is like, yeah, you don't get that Victor Stone hurt in a football accident, like his dad, a scientist who ignores him and doesn't care
Right.
about him, tries to use this science to save his son, figures, oh, I can use all these things.
Yeah.
They're investigating a mother box, which is Darkseid's technology.
Mother
They
3.
do that, infuse that with Vic Stone,
Confirmed.
and that's where he gets his power from. That's why he has like all these things and can transform and has all these like robotic parts and stuff.
Yeah.
Is because, and it's all because of Darkseid. And it's like, that's crazy. And how are you going to explain that in a movie where you're also introducing the Flash, you know,
Yeah, three
all,
other
all these
characters.
characters?
Aquaman.
That's going
Yeah.
to be crazy. So I don't know.
I just
This
wanna
has
say
gotten
though-
kind of
Yeah, I was
crazy
gonna say,
off
tying it
topic.
back
So
into
yeah, Wonder Woman
We
was
went
pretty
all the way
cool.
back to Wonder Woman
You
discussion.
Wonder
me.
Woman was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You told me that Justice League is going to be Suicide Squad 2.0.
Which is already confirmed is going to happen in 2018.
Did
Gonna
they
start-
say that they're
just
gonna definitely
start
do
filming.
Suicide Squad 2?
Yeah, they're starting filming in
Can we
2018.
talk about Wonder Woman again?